Jamaica's founding and early history. The Taino people, Jamaica's indigenous inhabitants, had a rich culture with advanced agricultural practices and intricate social structures. They lived in harmony with nature, thriving on farming, fishing, and hunting. Christopher Columbus arrived in Jamaica in 1494, marking the first European contact with the island. His arrival signaled the beginning of significant changes for the indigenous populace and their way of life. In 1509, the Spanish established official rule over Jamaica. This colonization introduced European customs, religion, and governance, setting the stage for profound transformations in the island's cultural and social landscape. Sevilla Nueva, the first Spanish settlement in Jamaica, was founded as a hub for trade and governance. It played a crucial role in the early administration and economic activities of Spanish Jamaica. Spanish colonization had devastating effects on the Taino people, who were enslaved and forced into labor. The harsh conditions and European diseases drastically reduced their population, impacting their society's continuity. The introduction of African slaves began as the Spanish sought labor for their colonies, replacing the dwindling Taino population. This marked the start of a brutal transatlantic slave trade. The decline of the Taino population was rapid, caused by diseases, harsh labor, and violent conflicts. These factors decimated their numbers, fundamentally altering the island's demographic landscape. Piracy flourished in the Caribbean during the 17th century, with Jamaica becoming a haven for pirates. Their activities significantly influenced the island's economy and culture during this turbulent period. In 1655, the British captured Jamaica from the Spanish, marking the beginning of British rule. This conquest shifted the island's political and economic focus towards the British Empire's interest. The Treaty of Madrid in 1670 formally ceded Jamaica to Britain. This agreement solidified British control, paving the way for the establishment of a more structured colonial administration. The rise of the sugar industry transformed Jamaica's economy, bringing immense wealth to plantation owners. This lucrative trade relied heavily on the labor of enslaved Africans, shaping the island's social fabric. Maroons, escaped slaves who formed independent communities, fiercely resisted British rule. Their rebellions and guerrilla warfare tactics significantly challenged colonial authorities, leading to uneasy treaties and temporary autonomy. The abolition of slavery in 1834 marked a pivotal moment in Jamaican history. Former slaves celebrated newfound freedom, yet faced economic hardships and social barriers as they navigated a drastically altered society. Post-emancipation society in Jamaica saw significant changes. Freed individuals sought land and better opportunities, while former plantation owners struggled to maintain their economic dominance without enslaved labor, leading to tensions. The economic transition from a slave-based system to free labor was complex. Plantations adapted slowly, and many freed people turned to subsistence farming or other trades, gradually reshaping Jamaica's economic landscape. In the early 20th century, Jamaican nationalism began to rise, fueled by the desire for self-governance and cultural identity. Leaders advocated for political reform and social justice, inspiring widespread support. Marcus Garvey emerged as a central figure, promoting black pride and economic independence. His Universal Negro Improvement Association galvanized many Jamaicans, laying the groundwork for future political movements and national consciousness. The path to independence was marked by significant milestones, including constitutional advancements and increased local governance. Negotiations with Britain intensified, reflecting the island's growing determination to achieve full sovereignty. On August 6, 1962, Jamaica celebrated its newfound independence. The historic event marked the end of colonial rule and the beginning of a new era, filled with hope and aspirations for the future. Post-independence, Jamaica faced numerous challenges, including economic development and social cohesion. Despite obstacles, the nation continued to evolve, embracing its cultural heritage and striving for progress on the global stage.